Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are Team 1 and we are going to present to you who a greatest leader is. First of all, I'll introduce my team members. I am Isaac Akron, Abdullahi, Zan Vivi, and Adiboye Mercy.
Who is the greatest leader in the business world? This is really a difficult question because there are so many excellent leaders in various industries. But there should be some similar characteristics they have in common. So let's do a survey first. What characteristics do you think a leader should have? Could you list at 3 characteristics?
Okay, characteristics of a leader. Okay, I think a good leader should be passionate, ambitious, and should also have integrity. And by passionate, I mean a good leader should be compelled or moved by intense emotion or feelings towards making or works within the organization. Then by ambitious, that's like desire for success. A good leader should possess that as well, whatever kind of trait they're into. Then by integrity, a good leader should have like moral and ethical principles. So those are one of the those are part of the characteristics I think a good leader should have.
Alright, thank you. Hi, excuse me. Can I ask you one question?
Sure.
What characteristics do you think a leader should have? Could you list at 3 characteristics for us?
Sure. I would say the first one is to be visionary.
Yes.
So a good leader has to have a vision and always work to achieve that vision. Another trait I would say to strive for excellence.
Yes.
In terms of your business, quality, how to treat your employees, how to treat others, customers, and everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
So if you always strive for excellence, I think that would be one of the best traits that a leader would have.
Mm-hmm.
Third one, knowledge, be knowledgeable about your product, about your service, about to keep up to date with technology and everything that's related to your business. Yeah, I think that those are the most important traits I would say that makes a good leader.
Alright, thank you.
Well,
Hi, excuse me. Can I ask you one question? What characteristic do you think a leader should have? Could you list at 3 characteristics?
Okay, thank you. It's my pleasure to answer you. I think a greatest leader should be someone who should have a flexibility. Flexibility, I mean by someone who could adapt to change and then have positivity in persuading people. Someone who could adapt to every change in life. A good leader should be someone who should be very simple in life. Simple, I also define that to be someone whose motives should be understandable by his followers so as they could follow him. And then a good leader should be someone who is a good learner. Most leaders I know always like reading more than others do. So this is the 3 main characteristics I base whom a good leader should be. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. After the interview, our team has searched a lot to find who fits these characteristics most. And then we come to Sam Walton, who was the founder and CEO of Walmart. Sam Walton was born in 1980 in Kingfisher, Oklahoma. Early in his life, Walton and his family moved to Missouri, where he was raised. An able student and a good athlete, Walton quarterbacked his high school football team and was an Eagle Scout. Upon his graduation from Hickman High School in Columbia, Missouri in 1936, his classmates named him Most Versatile Boy. After high school, Walton stayed close to home and enrolled at the University of Missouri in Columbia, where he graduated with a degree in economics in 1940. Following college, Walton got his first real taste of the retail world when took a job with the J.C. Penney Company, and after that he served as an Army captain in an intelligence unit during World War II. Walton returned to private life in 1945 and used a $25,000 loan from his father-in-law to acquire his first store in Newport. In less than 2 decades, Walton, working with his younger brother James, came to own 15 Ben Franklin stores. But frustration over the management of the chain, in particular the decision to ignore Walton's push to expand into rural communities, prompted him to strike out on his own. In 1962, Walton opened his first Walmart store in Rogers. Success was swift. By 1976, Walmart was a publicly traded company with share value worth $176 million. By the early 1990s, Walmart's stock worth had jumped to $45 billion. In 1991, Walmart became the country's largest retailer. Walton was responsible for a lot of success. His vision of a discount retail store in rural areas was accompanied by the founder's hard-charging, demanding style. Even in 1991, as the country was mired in an economic downturn, Walmart increased sales by more than 40%. In 1992, Walton was honored by President George H.W. Bush with the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
The criteria for our greatest leader was based on vision, strive for excellence, ambitious, passionate, intelligence, and sociability.
The first and the most important trait that Sam Walton had is that he was a visionary leader. A vision is a clear, distinctive, and specific view of the future that's usually connected with a leader's strategic advances for the organization. Sam Walton had a clear and simple vision, and that vision was everyday low prices for the American working class. He started working to achieve this vision, and today Walmart is #1 retail store that offers low prices for everyone. He used to say, "Capital isn't scarce, vision is." The second important trait that he had is striving for excellence, and that involves trying to put quality into everything you do. And to be able to achieve this excellence, constant improvement is needed in terms of treating suppliers, treating employees, and treating customers, which he used to call them neighbors. And to be able to achieve excellence, the leader has to be on top of his business. Sam Walton was on top on his business and on top of his business, and he used to say, "Commit to your business, believe in it more than anyone else."
In addition, Sam Walton is also a passionate and an ambitious leader. By passionate, Sam Walton didn't start off his variety store with an ambition to become rich. He simply had a passion for his craft, and at each point in time, he only wanted to do it better and better. He believes if you follow the money, you'll be running from one business opportunity to another without any focus. But Sam Walton had one focus, which was retail, and he believes when you follow your passion, you will be successful in whatever craft you do, and you will also become a leader in that field that you commit yourself to. Ambitious leader. Sam Walton is also an ambitious leader because he was known to be industrious, always trying to get the most out of money, and he had a burning ambition to succeed, which was evident in his book, Sam Walton, Made in America, his real-life story. He was a hardworking individual who helped people, and he started his own business from almost nothing and changed the field of management forever.
I'm Isaac Akron, and I'll be taking you through the intelligence trait and then the social trait of Sam Walton. The intelligence trait is one that shows the perpetual ability and reasoning. Sam possessed this trait throughout his career. This can be seen when Sam Walton disclaimed having any genius or unique ability and freely admitted he borrowed ideas from wherever he could. Sam Walton knew that he was knowledgeable enough to do everything, so he borrowed ideas, which showed he is an intelligent person enough to be a successful leader. As a good leader, he found motivation within and used that as a driving force to effectively manage the direction of their company. Sam Walton once said, if you work for Walmart, Sam Walton was your partner, not your boss. Walton was the first ever to introduce a profit-sharing plan, whereby employees could benefit from the profitability of the store by offering them stock options as well as store discounts. By doing this, he was able to demonstrate the respect he had for his workers and encourage them to perform beyond others' expectation. On the sociability trait, the last but the most important trait any leader must have is being sociable. Sam Walton had perfect interpersonal skills and also relationships with followers to have them buy into the company. This is evident when he adopted a listed telephone number. It was part of the doctrine at Walmart that lowest clerk could call the founder at home and give his opinions or plight, which many did. This shows that he ensured that anybody in the company could reach him at any time. This also shows that he was a very sociable man. He wanted every employee to have the ability to talk to.
In conclusion, based on the above listed traits as discussed, we have considered Sam Walton as our greatest leader because he fits perfectly in all the traits stated. Apart from that fact, the major traits that makes a great leader is the love and passion a leader has for his or her followers. And Sam Walton has clearly exhibited all the traits. Thank you for listening and watching.